Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn and I am out here trying to be somebody's rich auntie, okay? I'm trying to reach rich auntie status, and to me, that means being completely debt-free and having $1.5 million in invested assets. The first stop for me on the way to reaching rich auntie status is to become a millionaire, meaning that I have a net worth of over $1 million. And that's exactly what we're here to do today, is check in on my net worth progress. I'm making these videos as a sort of online diary to keep track of my progress so that when I reach my goals, and I will reach my goals, I can look back and see all the progress that I made, and I'm going to be so proud of myself. If you would like to follow along and watch me reach my goals, definitely subscribe to this channel. A little bit about me so that you can see the context of the numbers that I'm about to show. I am 39 years old. I live in Kentucky, USA. I work in corporate America as a technical trainer. I've been in that field for about 14 years. I am married, but we do not have any children. We do have a dog, which to me is like having a perpetual toddler, but we don't have to get into that right now. What we do have to get into are these net worth numbers. So let me pull up the spreadsheet. If you don't know, your net worth is basically a math equation of all of your assets, the value of all of your assets minus the total of all of your liabilities, and whatever number you have left is your net worth. So essentially it's everything you own minus everything you owe. That equals your net worth. If your net worth is negative, don't fret. We've all been there before. But even just keeping track of it and seeing the change of it month over month is really encouraging. And so I encourage you to do that. But my net worth, my family's net worth, is something I've been keeping track of for years. And it's really exciting to see. So let's hop into the month of February, which was not really exciting if we're going to be honest, because the market is down. But do you know what is not down? The price of my house. So first we're going to start with all of our assets. And so my home value, I just get this off of Zillow, 281,000. So it has gone up from 278,000 to 281,000. Small shift, but any improvement is there. Car value stays the same month over month. I update this every 6 months, so I'll update it in June. I'm just going to go on Kelley Blue Book to see, enter in your car's year, condition, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll update that for June to the rest of the year. So I just update that twice a year. My high yield savings accounts, the totals have updated to $2,268.24. So that is a meager improvement. My 401k has gone up. This is mostly due to my own contributions because, as mentioned, the market is not giving right now. So it went from 9,000 to 12,000, which is still good, but that's mostly my money. My traditional IRA, so this is where the bulk of my retirement assets are. Last month it was 268,000 and I was loving it, but it is currently down right now to 263,763.74. So, I mean, what is that? Like a $5,000 dip? I'm no longer contributing to this. This is a culmination of all of my other jobs, 401ks that I used to have. I rolled them all over into an IRA. So this number should just grow, keep growing, but I'm not making any active contributions. That's why it could possibly be going down. But also in the market is way down. So I'm down $5,000 in the grand scheme of things. That doesn't mean anything. I'm going to be keeping this money here for 20 more years. So everything's going to recover. It's going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. But we hate to see that number going down is all I'm saying. Same thing for my brokerage account. So I have such little money in here that the market change didn't really make a difference. So I have 23, 22. But that's after I made a contribution of $100. So the net change is $10, but I've already made a contribution of $100 that month. So you can still see I'm offsetting a loss there. My life insurance, the cash value of my life insurance is $64.58.22. I don't ever plan on accessing the cash value of my life insurance. Now, I did have a meeting with my financial advisor a couple of weeks ago, and we talked a little more about whole life insurance and cash value and things like that. And I'm kind of giving it the side eye, but I'm keeping it for right now, mainly because I've already had it for so long. I've had whole life insurance for like since 2009. Like I am deep in this life insurance game. And part of me is wondering, like, nah, I'll just keep it to see where it goes. I'm not ready to cut it off just yet, but I have been thinking a lot about the role that I want life insurance to play in my overall financial future. And then the value of my HSA. So I'm contributing to my health savings account through my employer. So that has gone up because thank goodness I haven't needed to spend any of that money. So if we look, the value of my assets last month was 588 and this month it's 590, which is an increase of $1,752. I mean, that's okay. Like honestly, at least it wasn't a negative. But I've seen this jump by $5,000 to $10,000 in 1 month before. So like only seeing a increase of 1750, like it's okay, but it's not ideal by any means. But that just brings us down to the liabilities. So this is a list of all of my outstanding debt, everything that I owe. So my biggest bane of my existence for right now is my home equity line of credit. This is something that I am actively paying off with gusto and fervor. And so last month the balance was $21,000. At the end of February, the balance was $18,043. This is a major milestone because getting that under 20,000 is huge. At one point, the highest this was like $45,000. So like being under 20, I'm so proud of myself, but like I'm so ready for this debt to be gone. I'm still working on it. It'll be gone in 2025 for sure. Okay, my husband has a car loan. So since we're counting the value of the car, let's count the car loan, which is $2651.06. This will be paid off this year, so we are going to pay off the car loan. However, we are purchasing a new car next year, so both that loan and that net worth or that value of that car will be added on to here next year. But as of right now, we're about to pay off his car. My business loan, I'm making payments on this every month. It's barely going down, but barely is better than not at all. So it has gone down approximately $50. My mortgage, making regular payments on that, not really making too much additional principal payments. I think I'm paying maybe $50 extra principal a month, but that has gone down to $77,592.53. If we look at the taxes, so these are back taxes that me and my husband owe. I was waiting this out to see if we could get on a payment plan to essentially have the time to collect run out because the government only has like 10 years to collect on the taxes. And if you get on a low enough payment plan, that time could essentially expire without you having to pay the entire amount. But have you dealt with the IRS lately? Like it is a nightmare trying to call them and get all that set up. And they might just have won. They might have wore me out to the point where I'm like, here, damn, I'm just going to pay it because y'all are getting on my nerves. And so I think that's really what we're going to do with this tax debt. We do make payments on it every month, small payments, but we are eventually going to be paying more. But right now that tax debt has gone down to $21,969.16. After we pay off my home equity line of credit, the tax debt is what we're going to be attacking next. So that will be going away, but not soon enough, if you ask me. And then student loans. So there is no progress or update on student loans right now. I keep checking the student loan website. They're in administrative forbearance. The courts are fighting. I honestly don't know what's happening. The only thing I'm watching for is that the total amount due, the total balance on the loan isn't going up month over month, even though we're not making any payments. As long as they're not charging interest and as long as the total amount due is not going up, we won't be paying on this until we've paid off all the other debt. Now, we will be paying it off, but you know, why are we making a rush to pay off zero interest debt when we could be paying off the higher interest debt? So that's where we are. With that being said, last month, the total of all my liabilities was $185,000. This month, it's $181,000, meaning that we've made a gain of $4,000. So we owe $4,000 less than we did before, bringing our total net worth this month to $409,212.16, which is an overall increase from last month of $5,758. I am not upset with this at all. Like, seeing as most all of my investment accounts are down, the fact that we still had a positive net worth gain, mostly, if you can see, mostly due to debt payoff. I love net worth because you can attack it from two ends. You can increase the value of your assets, but you can also decrease the value of your liabilities, and that still grows your net worth. And I'm so excited. That's exactly what happened here. Our debt payoff progress is essentially what carried the entire increase of our net worth. And so we are still over 400,000. That is something I'm excited about. We reached over 400,000 last month, and my fear was, with the market being down, that we were just going to dip back under 400,000, but we ended up not doing that. We ended up going up by 5,000. I will take it. Honestly, like, the next pit stop is 500,000. When I get to half a millionaire status, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Will that happen this year? I don't know. Like, honestly, we're gonna be paying off a lot of debt, so a lot of our net worth is gonna grow in terms of that. But our assets are going to go up a little bit. Like, assets to me are on the back burner right now. I am contributing to my 401k through my employer. I am putting a little money here and there in our savings account. So, like, our assets will increase, but I'm trying to get that debt gone. So that's where a lot of our money is going right now. But I'm not complaining. $409,212. I will take it, and I will watch it increase. Thank you so much for watching. Do you keep up with your net worth? Do you know what your net worth is? As you can see, it's pretty easy to calculate. Just list the value of all your assets minus the cost of all your liabilities, and that's your net worth. It is so fun to keep track of month over month, and it is a real indicator of your financial health. So I encourage you to do that. Do you keep up with your net worth? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, I'll see you next month.